Dracula, the iconic character created by Bram Stoker, has captivated audiences for over a century. From books to films to television series, the Count has been reimagined countless times, each portrayal offering a unique interpretation of the character. But in the 2020 TV series Dracula, it's Claes Bang's performance that stands out, making him one of the best Draculas in recent memory. As the story unfolds, we see Bang's Dracula as a complex and intriguing character, one who is both charming and terrifying. His portrayal of the Count is not only faithful to the original character, but also adds depth and nuance to the role. With a mix of gravitas, charm, and wit, Bang's Dracula is a masterful performance that showcases his range as an actor. But what makes Bang's performance truly stand out is his ability to balance the character's complexity with a sense of unpredictability. Throughout the series, we are never quite sure what Dracula will do next. He is a creature of the night, driven by his thirst for blood, but he is also a highly intelligent and cunning character, always one step ahead of his enemies. One of the reasons why Bang's portrayal of Dracula is so effective is because of his use of body language and facial expressions. From the way he moves to the way he speaks, Bang fully embodies the character, bringing him to life in a way that is both captivating and terrifying. In one scene, for example, Bang's Dracula enters a room, his eyes ablaze with hunger, his movements slow and deliberate. It's a chilling moment that showcases his ability to convey the character's primal instincts with just a glance. But it's not just his physicality that makes Bang's Dracula so effective. His command of language and delivery is equally impressive. With a voice that is both smooth and commanding, Bang delivers his lines with precision and power. His use of rhetorical questions, metaphors, and analogies adds depth and complexity to the character, making him all the more intriguing. It's also worth noting that Bang's Dracula is not a one-dimensional character. He is a complex and nuanced figure, with a backstory that adds depth and meaning to his actions. As we learn more about his past, we begin to understand why he is the way he is, and why he behaves the way he does. It's a masterful performance that showcases Bang's ability to inhabit a character fully and completely. But what truly sets Bang's Dracula apart is his ability to engage the audience. With a mix of storytelling and humor, he draws us into the world of the show, making us care about the characters and their struggles. Whether he's engaging in witty banter with his victims or plotting his next move, Bang's Dracula is always fascinating to watch. From the moment Bang appears on screen, we are captivated by his presence. His tall, lean frame, piercing blue eyes, and perfectly coiffed hair give him an almost regal air. As Dracula, he is both charming and menacing, drawing us in with his charisma and keeping us on edge with his unpredictability. But it's not just his physical appearance that makes Bang's portrayal so compelling. It's the way he uses his body and voice to bring the character to life. From the way he tilts his head to the way he inflects his words, every movement and sound is carefully crafted to create a truly unforgettable character. One of the standout scenes in the series is when Dracula first meets Sister Agatha, played by Dolly Wells. The two engage in a battle of wits, with each trying to outsmart the other. Bang's Dracula is at once charming and condescending, his voice dripping with sarcasm as he toys with his opponent. It's a scene that showcases his range as an actor and his ability to command the screen. But it's not just the way he delivers his lines that makes Bang's Dracula so memorable. It's also the way he uses silence to create tension and build suspense. In one scene, for example, Dracula is standing in the shadows, watching as his prey approaches. The silence is palpable, the tension building with every passing second. And then, with a sudden movement, he pounces, the silence shattered by the sound of his attack. Another factor that makes Bang's performance so compelling is his use of humor. Despite his reputation as a bloodthirsty monster, Dracula is also a character with a wicked sense of humor. He delights in toying with his victims, engaging in witty banter with Sister Agatha and making sardonic remarks about his own existence. In one scene, he even comments on the irony of his own situation, noting that he is both immortal and cursed to live forever as a vampire. It's a moment of self-reflection that adds depth to the character and makes us care about him, despite his monstrous actions. It's worth noting that Bang's portrayal of Dracula is not without controversy. Some viewers have criticized the series for its depiction of the character as a romantic hero, rather than a villain. But regardless of where you stand on this issue, there's no denying the power of Bang's performance. He brings a depth and nuance to the character that is rarely seen in portrayals of Dracula. Claes Bang's performance as Dracula in the 2020 TV series is nothing short of masterful. With a mix of complexity, unpredictability, and engaging storytelling, he brings the character to life in a way that is both faithful to the source material and uniquely his own. Whether you're a fan of the original book or a newcomer to the story, Bang's performance is not to be missed. With his commanding presence, his mastery of language and delivery, and his use of humor and silence to create tension, he creates a character that is both terrifying and fascinating. He is, without a doubt, one of the best Draculas in recent memory, and a testament to the power of great acting.